Hello everyone, and welcome back. It's been a while, but I'm finally able to make a video. You're going to see a lot of shadows in this. It's because of the lighting. But someone requested me to draw Anna and Kristoff kissing. This is a weird picture. I couldn't find any that I really liked. I was going to do the realistic one, like in the movie, but that's just not my type of drawing, so I wanted to find one that, fan art, made up, anime. I don't own the picture, obviously, but it's the only one I could find. I am going to do Squid Girl soon, and someone requested me to draw some anime face, a girl, so I will do those still. But I thought this one would be a pretty cool topic. Alright, so we're just going to start off with Anna, which will be pretty simple. This is her forehead, so just draw a line. Her nose is not short, not big, it's pretty easy. Just draw that. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Alright. And my battery is dying, so hopefully it won't die on me. This is her upper lip, and I haven't really practiced this picture yet, so this is almost my first time drawing this too, so hopefully I won't mess up. Alright, her eye is a little bit down here, which isn't weird to me. It's pretty common, but... And her eyelashes are really thick in this picture. Can draw some over here. Her upper eyelid. Alright. His lower lip is right here. And I'm going to change this up a little bit. Hope that doesn't make anyone mad, but I don't know. Kristoff looks really weird in it, if that makes sense. He looks like he's older than he should be. Alright, her other lower lip is right there, and that looks a little bit weird to me, so we're probably going to fix that, later on. In this picture, he's, obviously he's, holding her. So her face is kind of angled at a certain position, which does something like that. And we're going to draw his hand later, but for now, we're going to get into drawing her hair, at least the starting of it. And I guess for those that have subscribed to me, which isn't a lot, but there's still people out there who did, the reason why I haven't been able to is because there's been a lot of stuff going on. And I know I shouldn't, it's not that I was lazy and I just didn't feel like doing it, it's because I couldn't. Being a 16-year-old and not, like having school stuff to worry about, all that stuff, it's really hard. But I really like doing these videos. This is his hand. I guess we are going to draw it anyways, because, why not? He has a big thumbnail right there. And I'm not going to finish his hand right now, which it'll look weird, but just bear with me. Besides, you can't really see all of it. Alright. As for him, he looks pretty weird, so I'm going to try to change that up. I like to keep this tip, I guess, handy. You want to pretend like, if you could see through them, this is what it would look like. So I'm going to zoom in. So just, pretend like if they were, that's what you would see. Alright, his eye is obviously closed too, and he's doing something like that. Now, his hair is pretty tricky. So, if I mess up, you can laugh, but, no one's perfect. Okay, so it's doing something like this, and if you can't do hair, don't feel alone, because even I'm not perfect at it. No one. Well, actually, there are some people who are pretty good. His ear is right here along the jawline, and her hand, I'm going to start drawing it too, is right about here, resting on his, partly his neck, too. And yes, right now that looks really weird, so, like always, we will fix it later. There's a lot of lines going on right here. Alright, yeah, we'll fix that later. I want to get on with his hair. Right here, it kind of goes over his hair, and there's, I don't really know what to call this, but it's like his hair is almost, not really, fluttering in the breeze. I will show you in just a minute. Something like that. So you know, it's whatever. His top of his head has a couple strands, you know, poking up. And that's about it for his hair. Well, except for, you know, obviously the rest of it. I'm really weird with how I draw. I like to, like, go back and forth, you know. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna erase. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna keep that there for now. So, as you can see, I'm gonna go back to her and start drawing her hair. And if you're completely lost right now, I will try to, like, explain some more. Maybe give you some, I guess, tips. So as you can see, I've already changed it a little bit. He's angled a little bit differently. Oh, I forgot it was eyebrow. And hers in this picture you can't see, but I'm going to draw it anyways, along with, you know, common, you know, blushing. Although people don't always blush when they kiss. For some reason, I've noticed that the girl is usually blushing more. I don't know. It's pretty weird. Alright, not his, jeez, I can't talk today. It's kind of going over his hand a little bit, and I'm not perfect at this either, so if you don't want to draw this, I understand. But I can't really make out all of it. He's kind of like grabbing her, like literally. So just try to, you know, Jesus, is really hard. Grab her hair, you know? Totally. Alright, so as you can see, we're at a really confusing part. I really don't know how to... I mean, I can, but it would be a lot of work. So we're going to come back to that after just a minute. I'm going to finish most of his hair over here. Alright. At the end of his hair, it kind of flips, which is, you know, kind of... I think his hair really does do that, doesn't it? Okay. So you just draw some flippies. And I'm going to try to finish her weird hand. You don't have to be perfect at it. Alright. I'm going to draw her sleeve. I thought this was a really cool request. I was thinking about doing this, in fact, a long time ago, but when I tried to do it, it really failed. So I'm surprised I even got this far. Alright, so now we're going to go back here. Just going back and forth, you know. His hair gets a little bit confusing right here. I'm just going to, you know, suppose. And this is where his collar fuzzy thing, whatever, comes in. You don't really have to be perfect at this either. Just draw what you see is what I say. I can't really make out. Alright, okay, here we go. This is the back of his shirt thing, and his shoulder comes in right there. From the picture I have, it doesn't really finish, so I guess we'll just have to make up or do whatever. Alright, so this is where we are. I'm going to color this part in. And I would like to shade it all, like the whole picture, but I don't want to do that, like, all on camera. So I'll probably have to go off camera to do that, because that'll take a while. Alright, I can't really tell what's the rest down here, so I'm just going to suppose that's what it does. And I really despise doing that, because that could be wrong. But I think that's what it does. Oh, who knows. Alright. Again, I can't really tell what that is. I don't know if it's fuzzies or something, but I did say I would change it up. So if you want to do that, go right ahead. I don't really understand it. I'm going to try to finish this part because, you know, he's really grabbing her hair in this picture, so I'm going to try to attempt to finish that, and I will be right back. Alright, so we're not really finished, but I did like the shading of the hair, his shirt slash whatever he's wearing. I don't really know what that's called. But this is literally technically all the picture is, so her braids aren't really shown, so that's why this one kind of turned it out a little bit odd. I do hope your hand turned out way better than that. That's just cheesiness right there. I mean, I could have done way better on that. But one last thing I'm going to do is do some, or at least try to do some shading on his face, which I just did that too dark. But I love shades, so I'm going to try to shade some of his face. Alright, so most of his face is covered in a shadow, so I'm just going to try and do that. I will warn you, if you want to do this too, sometimes when you overdo it, it really makes them look weird, so that's just if you want to do this. So if you don't, then understandable. So as you can see, mine looks a little bit weird. Kinda looks like he got a tan. I mean, it's not too bad though, right? Well, okay. But that's what he has. Alright, so if this helped, please leave a like and a suggestion if you want anything drawn. Again, beware if you want to do that. Sometimes if you don't do it right, it doesn't really turn out the way you want it to. I probably wasn't doing it right, so you know what? As I talk the rest of the way, I'm going to erase it. Again, I already said this in the beginning. I will not turn down any, most likely, any offer that you want. I'm still doing Squid Girl and the other requests that, but sometimes if they're like really odd or something, I might not be able to. Sometimes I get a lot of really weird requests. So yeah, again, I hope this helped. If I was going too fast, I apologize, like always. But maybe you could just follow along, I guess. So yeah, thanks.